Looks like the finals had another update, update 4.2.0. We're going to cover that real quick. World Tour event, primetime buff. Let's jump into this week's changes and start it off with a brand new event in the World Tour, primetime buff. Primetime buff triggers when you or a teammate insert a cash box into a cash out station and it affects your whole team. When affected by primetime buff, you and your teammates receive plus 100 health over your typical max health. A light player would go from a max health of 150 to 250. That's pretty big. Some notes about the primetime buff. If taking damage, the extra health does not replenish. That's cool. That's good. Be broken if it did. When the cash out is finished, the buff will disappear. The buff cannot be stacked, but it can be replenished if your teammate deposits another cash box. That's interesting. That's going to make people try to push for 2 even more. The buff does not apply to teammates that are eliminated when the cash box is inserted. Ingimo are truly treating us well on their last stop of the World Tour, which includes the following maps: Fortune Stadium, Monaco, Kyoto, and Cis Horizon. Season 3 ranked rewards. We said we'd deliver the post-Season 3 rewards with Update 4.2, and we still intend to do that. However, given how important it is that is handled correctly, we still want to do further testing before handing them out. We're actively working on dotting the last I's and crossing the final T's before we can push the button to hand out the rewards, and our ambition is that this will happen during Update 4.2. Make sure to stay tuned on our Discord server. Community event. Lastly, we're introducing the first community event of Season 4. For this event, we're challenging all of you to eliminate 10 million enemy contestants using the brand new weapons introduced in Season 4 before the time runs out. If you succeed, you'll all be rewarded with the Ingimo community compliant 50 akimbos. We'll be monitoring your progress closely. Best of luck, contestants. Now let's get to the balance changes and fixes of this update. That's what I'm all about. That's cool though. I like the akimbos. Balance change. Gadgets. The data reshaper added glitch barrels to the rotation of reshaped items. The data reshaper can create. I didn't know that these weren't in that. I don't use the data reshaper that much. Smoke grenade. Increased smoke entity duration from 15 seconds to 17.5. This means enemy health bars and outlines will not show through the smoke until the effect properly begins to disappear. I really want, me and my friends really want this to be good. We like to do silly matches with smoke grenades and thermal and swords. Game modes, ranked tournaments. Updated the spawn point selection logic in the final round of the tournament for the teams who get wiped. This should reduce the number of long distance spawns that occur. This is going to be amazing. I don't know how many times it's been the final match and it spawns us 250 meters away. Increase the variety of cash out spawn locations when spawning the next objectives. I like that too. It's going to be more variety. World Tour updated the spawn point selection logic in the final round of the tournament for teams who get wiped. This should reduce the number of long... So same thing. Increase the variety. Yeah, both of these are the same for ranked and World Tour. Specializations. Here we go. Mesh shield. Decreased mesh shield. Cooldown from 12 seconds to 8 seconds if the shield is damaged when closed. That's good. They almost made it to where nobody wanted to use the mesh shield. Decreased mesh shield cooldown from 8 seconds to 4 seconds if the shield is undamaged when closed. That's another good one. That's fine. Dev note, we're still keen to avoid mesh shield juggling in combat, as that is not its intended playstyle for this specialization. But we feel our changes made in 4.0 have been overly severe. Well, yeah. These changes can hopefully make the mesh shield more usable in 4.2. Weapons. Here we go. The bane of everyone right now. CL40. Decreased damage from 117 to 100. Increased ammo from 4 to 5. Increased self-damage multiplier from 0.75 to 1.6. I was worried about the ammo increase. I know there's a damage decrease. There's an ammo increase. But this right here is going to keep people from spamming it right when they're in your face and just walking away like nothing happened. Updated damage fall off curve so that the damage drops to 90% at the edge of the 30 centimeter inner radius, with damage falling off linearly from that point to 0 at the outer edge of the blast radius. We felt our buff to the CL40 in 4.0 was too much and made the weapon very oppressive in certain combos when stacked. We've now dialed the damage back to a level closer to what we had before 4.0, while retaining the increased size of the max damage inner radius. To prevent the weapon from returning to a time where it took 100% accuracy to take down a heavy, we've given it additional ammo. As always, we'll continue to monitor the impacts of this change and adjust further if needed. Pike. Decreased damage from 59 to 52. On reviewing data, it's become apparent that the pike was fairly overturned in our 4.0 release, and this adjustment is intended to move it to a more reasonable place. We suspect it may still be too effective in many different use cases, so we'll continue to review the impact of this change and adjust it later if we feel balancing is needed. That's good. I like the pike a lot, but it does feel too powerful. V9S decreased the fire rate from 430 rounds per minute to 360 rounds per minute. That's a big difference. Increased damage from 37 to 40. Dev note, these changes have been made to previous various methods where players could ensure that they got the effective maximum fire rate from the weapon through use of specific binds, causing it to be highly effective compared to its intended baseline. The damage increase has been applied to offset some of the effective DPS the weapon lost with the decreased fire rate. Overall, the effectiveness of the weapon for regular players should not be massively different. Content and bug fixes. Animation fixed an issue where the dagger's charged up secondary attack would not play the correct animation in third person. Fixed an animation issue caused when inspecting liftable objects while certain weapon inspect animations were equipped. Fixed a bug that could cause third person run animations to play at high speeds. I was seeing this a lot, and it was really funny to watch the heavy. My team would be wiped. We'd watch a heavy running, and it looked like his arms and legs were moving so fast, but he was barely moving. Audio fixed an issue that could cause sound from emotes to not play in the game. Characters made it possible to polish the grit and glory skin when using weapon inspect. Contracts fixed some issues where gameplay events that give progress on various contracts could either add extra scoring events over or miss them due to categorizing them as the wrong event. For example, backstabs with a dagger counting as headshots. Yeah, that's kind of weird. On controller, fixed an issue where controller aim assistance could sometimes lock onto the location where a player had previously died. Yeah, that's weird. Fixed aim assistance regression due to unsupported third-party software. Crashes and errors. Fixed a crash bug that could be caused by a problem with texture arrays. Fixed an issue that could sometimes cause players to get this TFG connection error. Gadgets, the healing beam added some physics-based wiggle to the healing beam hose. Okay. I'm here for it. Stun gun. Players hit by the stun gun will now see directional hit arrows showing them the direction of the incoming shot. That's pretty good. Game modes, ranked tournament, team colors will now be consistent throughout a tournament for teams you have seen in previous rounds. For example, if you progress with the purple team, they will be purple in their next round. I thought it was already that way. Guess not. Tutorial fixed an issue where bullet dispersion could occasionally become broken during the tutorial. World Tour, team colors will now be consistent throughout the tournament. Blah, 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 blah. Same one. Private matches added a second spectator slot. Liftables fixed a bug where liftables would sometimes be immediately dropped after picking them up. On Fortune Stadium, they fixed some missing collision on one of the assault buildings. Made various improvements and fixes to destruction on Fortune Stadium. Various lighting tweaks made to the billboards in Fortune Stadium. Added ad jiggles for Hotel. Okay. Oh, jingles. Add jingles. I was like, why do they want to add to jiggle? Seoul, Monaco, Skyway Stadium, and Horizon night settings have been reworked for better visibility in certain areas. Performance fixed a bug that could cause the client to stutter whenever they took damage from an enemy. That's a pretty important one. Security and anti-cheat added new detection rules. Tweaked some of the current. I don't know what that is. For higher accuracy. This is a big one. Cheating. Cheating in this game is huge. Glad they're working on it. Specializations. Winch Claw fixed an issue where Winch Claw activation could not be blocked when the player was under the glitch effect. Fixed an issue where activating the Winch Claw wouldn't disable the Vanishing Bomb's cloaking effect. UI fixes. Fixed an issue where the cash out station symbol turned white when the player picks up a cash box. Fixed an issue where the sponsor progression reward tile could show the wrong progress in the progress bar. Fixed an issue in the post-match reward screens where the wrong amount of fans could be earned. Adjusted the post-match reward screen buttons to make sure players don't accidentally miss reward, XP, and fan updates by returning to the main menu by mistake. Updated the ordering of tracked contracts and the scoreboard to make it easier to read. Fixed a bug where the game mode name wasn't shown in the matchmaking widget. Fixed an issue that could cause a player to see kill hit indicators in the crosshair when they were actually only getting an assist. Fixed an issue where the party widget on the HUD would not show when a teammate was talking. Fixed bug where the squad's respawn timer in the scoreboard could be shown on the wrong team. Fixed rounded corners on various game mode tiles on the main menu. Weapons MGL32 fixed an issue where the reload time was incorrect in the UI. R357 fixed an issue where when using the sticky situation skin in a site, the site picture could become broken and the player would look into their hands. Nice. Recurve bow fixed an issue that could cause the recurve bow to do a minimum damage of 68 rather than 60. SH1900 fixed an issue where the stats were shown incorrectly in the UI. Okay, that pretty much wraps it up. I think it's a good update overall. Tell me what you guys think. See ya.